For this project we were asked to take inspiration from a painting in the National Art Gallery. I saw The Three Oncologists by Ken Curry and it immediately got me inspired. In research I found out that one of the surgeons painted in the painting discovered the P53 gene that destroys cancerous cells. Its nickname is the guardian angel of the cell, and I decided to go with this theme and take a self-portrait of myself as the angel and portray it as though I'm destroying the cell. I took the photograph in the same style as the painting and made it dark with a wispy sort of dark blue glow around me. I was quite happy about the photograph, however I think that I would have liked to go with a less obvious theme. I think that I also needed to add more emphasis on the bloody hands. For the second project we were asked to use a box to create an advertisement for a magazine. I had men's interests and to be honest I found this quite difficult. I thought that it would have been too easy to do, say, men's aftershave or a razor, so I decided to make more of a unisex advertisement that would feature in a specialist magazine, but is more stereotypically aimed at men. So I chose to make a hand plane for a DIY ad and feature the block on a piece of wood with chippings, and I used a fairly neutral colour palette. In feedback I realised that it wasn't really obvious what type of DIY equipment I had decided to portray, and I also think that I had perhaps made it too simple in the styling of the box and the lighting. For the first half of Project 3 we were asked to produce an image to accompany a double-page spread in a finance magazine about austerity. For me this was quite an easy subject, although fairly difficult to come up with an idea that could be used as austerity, because it's quite a big subject and austerity can mean several different things. My submission for this project was late due to personal circumstances, although I think that the deadline for both Project 3A and 3B, were only a week between them, and I feel like if I'd been given a few weeks like the other project, then I would have produced better work and it would have been submitted on time. I'm happy with the image in general, and I think that I've successfully portrayed the idea that I wanted. This project was about people in the workplace. I think that for this project the brief wasn't particularly clear because I had the impression that it was about career progression within an establishment, not about someone who manages the other. My feedback to this was that it was too obvious. I also think that had I used extra lighting, I would have worked better as the spotlights were really harsh, and I needed to cater for the light that was lost elsewhere because of this. The final project for me was my favourite out of the whole class. I think that it was nice to use our own style in portraying an idea of the university, and we were sort of left to do what we wanted within these areas. My only regret is that I couldn't afford to buy the big box, so instead I had to use my own portfolio case and just buy the cheaper sleeves. And I think that my work would have been nicer if I had the more expensive box and would have presented better.